Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your meditation reading. This focuses on opportunities for transformation as Pluto goes from Capricorn into Aquarius on the 20th of this month, January 2024. The energies of Pluto in Aquarius are going to be focused on not only your values, but your attention, your cultivation of personal power. This can be physical strength as well as social power in some way, perhaps achieving a dream, achieving wealth, certainly stability and security, but also innovating. This is a sign that values new directions, unconventional paths and purposes, and attention to elevating the success or the need for a broader humanitarianism. So this is going to be impacting just the first few degrees of Aquarius until October of this year. Until November, it will be returned into the last degree of Capricorn, and after November 19th, it will move finally and completely into Aquarius for another 20 years. So we're talking a large generational social change that obviously affects each of us personally. And with Pluto moving out of Capricorn, this has had a deeply personal impact on you in whatever way it shows up in your chart. I thank you for your presence, your attention here. I'm beginning to do personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I also thank you for all the ways that you've supported me. So in advance, thank you. Let's get started, Capricorn, with your overall energy. And I pulled the Hermit card. The Hermit is really a crystallization of the way you are pulling in your energy in order to realize this particular experience and push towards greater social power. You may have come through a time of complete destruction and reconstruction. This is having experienced some significant loss. This can be the loss of loved ones, as well as property, money, anything. The energy of Pluto can strip us down to bare bones. And through that experience, one must cultivate and dig into personal and internal resources in order to manifest the things that are necessary to rebuild your sense of power and capacity. So this Hermit card is indicating the push that you have endured, quite possibly over the last couple of decades, to cultivate and own your power once again. Depending on your age, this can have framed your formative years. If you're older, this can be a recent experience where things that you had built up were lost, and now you have reclaimed your personal power and looking to reclaim your social space, reclaim the authority, the right to be who you now understand yourself to be. In the present, we have the Justice card. In the past, the Queen of Pentacles, and in the future, the Eight of Swords. It's so interesting that the Justice card brings us right into the current moment of this transition of Pluto that has so thoroughly transformed your personal individual experience already, as well as impacting on your possessions, your values, the things that are most important to you have been discovered and are shaping your sense of reclaiming the justice, reclaiming the reward, the recompense that you have already earned. This can be, in part, a way that you're able to advocate for the experience of oppression or mistreatment that you may have undergone, you've undoubtedly undergone during the Pluto transition. Many things were taken away from you unfairly. However, through this personal transformation that you have experienced, you have learned what things are really an extension of your path of destiny, the way forward for you. You've had a realization about the value of some of perhaps the more superficial goals that you pursued, and a deeper understanding of how the things you possess express what is important to you, what is significant. So you may have had an opportunity now to have to prioritize those things that are most important, because those are things you've had to make sacrifices for to regain those. If there's a sense of restitution that you're experiencing. In the past, the Queen of Pentacles shows one of your many cards, Capricorn, that you have already internalized the value of resourcefulness. And this is one of the corollaries of the planet of Pluto. It is about our deepest level and power around internal resourcefulness, discovering that everything we need is within us, having experienced ways in which you are practiced at harvesting, building something procedurally, gathering things incrementally, how to maximize your harvest so that you are able to better produce over time what you need in adequate amount. This is really about regulating and learning the nuts and bolts of the things you need to be comfortable and secure. The way that you've been able to give that to yourself, supply that for yourself and your loved ones. And in the future, the Eight of Swords is describing a sense of anxiety. Pluto in Aquarius is an almost electric joining together of the energy of Pluto, deep subconscious transformation, and the planet Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, which is about our highest intuition, the way that we receive information by simply opening up to divine energy. In many ways, this card is showing that you know enough to do whatever it is that you're planning to do, whatever it is that you're making an effort towards. You have all the strategies, all the ideas, all the experiences necessary, but that may be overwhelming to you. And positively, I see you disregarding all of the myriad of ideas, thoughts, and innovations, interventions that want to proceed, in some ways impose upon your plan moving forward. Instead, I see you, even though the crow is wrapped around and blindfolded, trapped more or less. This is really showing you forced to rely upon your considerable intuition, a tool that you have, that you actually have cultivated more profoundly throughout the last couple of decades. You haven't had to rely on the outer resources as much as you've had to rely upon your inner resources, your inner compass, your inner sense of what is best for you in order to move forward. And this, in fact, allows you to stay present and in gratitude for the resources and the opportunities for growth that you do have around you. I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Soul's Journey, Capricorn, and ask if you're resonating with this reading, that you like. And this video, share it with others, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled the Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And I'm going to put it over here next to the Eight of Swords, because I think this is directly addressing a temperamental habit of Capricorns to worry, as though worrying helps them to preclude a worst case scenario. This is a kind of habit that is meant to protect them against the bad things that happen, the bad things that have happened, and yet worrying has never impacted any outcome. And you're learning that now. You're learning that being in the present, appreciating, being in gratitude for all of the opportunities you have, even challenges, which are merely opportunities for growth and success, allows you to be successful and feel at peace. This is about a sense of acceptance that you have in your circumstances, knowing that as far down as you've gone, you can only go up. And I've also pulled from the Flora and Fauna of Africa, the spotted hyena. And the plant that's associated with this animal is the delphinium. Trust your intuition and instinct. Watch your surroundings and choose your words carefully. This is also emphasizing the advocacy that you are empowered with and that you are empowering others with around their honest needs and experiences, a way of bringing legitimacy to that, a way of being heard and seen that is vital to balancing out any mistreatment that you've experienced or that the others on whose behalf you are speaking out about. In the present, the Justice card is clarified by the 10 of Earth and the 3 of Earth. Well, this is very powerful around your individual efforts at cultivating your own practice, your own productive, profitable practice. This is you taking your skills and resources and offering them to others in unfamiliar circumstances where you've identified a need. So you see that there are communities, individuals, clients, customers, students that need the information or the skills you have, and you're building that business, that practice of sharing that with others, definitely so that it is profitable, so that there is a balance, but that excellence is your choice, is your goal, to improve upon services previously rendered, products previously created, to improve upon what it is you're offering, so that your aim is to not be so prolific as to be excellent. This is because you now recognize wherever you are, whatever you do or don't have, that you have profited from the efforts of others. This can be the other ancestors, your cultural heritage, whatever lineage or tradition that has fostered you, that has generated your experience in life. You're now in a position to give back and to recognize and see ways that you can help more people gain the kinds of opportunities that you've been privy to. And so that legacy you're building is a part of that access to more, to abundance. And this is something that does not just adhere to our traditional view of inheritances or philanthropies. This is really about a practice, a practical tool, practical resources that you are offering by way of a business, a practice. In the past, the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Air and the Transformation card, which is the Death card in other decks. The Eight of Air is a repeat here. So there is a way in which I wouldn't say this is worry as much as I would say this is the result of the many ways, the many kinds of experiences you've gathered in your life. You've done many things. You've become good at many tasks that have led to and contributed to the success of others. You are releasing this practice of working for the profit of others, and you are being reborn in that release. You're understanding that your goal now is to be productive and profitable through your own talents and experiences on your own behalf. This is you stepping into the power of being your own CEO, being your own director, being your own boss, managing or directing your own business or practice. Now the talents you have, the many skills you've learned along the way, the many ideas you've been open to that you are always open to is profiting you and is contributing to your individual sense of empowerment. In the future, the Eight of Swords is being clarified by love or the Lover's card and the Seven of Water. Now that you're in a position to choose between those opportunities and relationships that benefit you for the long term, you are choosing yourself in a way that is substantial and profound. That is, you're choosing your own comfort, your own stability, your own security as a precursor to providing that for others. In the past, you may have given to others until it hurt, sacrificing yourself so that others could have. In your work, in whatever kind of work you've done, and to the Capricorns I'm speaking to right now, I'm sensing a lot of nonprofit work, a lot of work that was around social services, that uplifted people, that educated people, that provided them with resources, the kind of work that may not have been materially profitable, and the kind of work that was around the clock that never stopped. You're now sacrificing all that. You're understanding that your stability, your comfort, your profit is essential to your being able to show others how to benefit in a similar way. This is now about your making decisions that will support you permanently. Not temporary measures, not a quick job, not a side hustle. Those are things of the past, and my sense is that you've done plenty of that. You've had 2 and 3 jobs at one time. You've juggled side hustles with a full-time day job, and you're releasing that way of working. You may be taking lots of smaller contracts towards this new business or new practice that you're building, but it's with a goal in mind. You're no longer being distracted by all the options that are available in the way that you may have been distracted in the past. You're understanding that your path is specific and purposeful. You're mission driven now, and that's what's guiding the choices that you're making. And this also is about absolutely your relationships, as this is the Lover's card, love. This is about being sure that your exchanges of energy in any relationship are equitable, that you no longer accept the role as the strong one, the boss, the caretaker, but that you allow yourself to be loved, allow yourself to be taken care of and supported, that is essential in any flow. Or if you team up with a similar individual, that person is capable of supporting you in the way that you support them, that you can share these roles back and forth, but moreover, that it is the result of an agreement, an explicit agreement on the goals that you're working towards and the way that you're supporting each other to achieve this goal. I'm going to finish your reading, Capricorn, with the language of flowers. And I've pulled the picture plant, and the key word is insight. The answers are there for those who look. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. Until next time, Namaste.